Hi everyone, Michael Cavacini here. I am happy to share with you my thoughts on Rocky the Musical. So Rocky the Musical is now in Philadelphia, that's right. The highly anticipated Broadway musical version of Rocky, a uniquely Philly saga, made its triumphant premiere at Walnut Street Theater, opening its 214th season. Directed and choreographed by Richard Stafford, the production began previews on October 4th, opened on October 12th, last night, and continues through October 30th of 2022. You can read on for more information by visiting my website. Down below there's a link. Visit michaelcavacini.com. I'll have the full press release there, all the information, and in that article, below all the press information are my thoughts, which I'm going to share with you right now. So if you want to see all the minutiae, all the details about the actors, all that good stuff, click that link. You'll also get a video there of people's reaction to Rocky the Musical, as well as some snippets from the show. So if you want to get a feel for what it's like, click that link down below, check it out. But anyway, let's skip ahead to my thoughts on the musical. So I'm a lifelong Rocky fan. I don't know about you, but I've owned and watched the films my entire life, and I'm a native of Philadelphia. Gritty underdog city that the timeless character Rocky Balboa personifies. And I'm also a huge Sylvester Stallone fan. I should mention that too. I think he's a really underrated actor, a great writer. A lot of people just look at him as, oh, he's like his meathead who's just this, action star, and what the hell does he know? But really, he's a very intelligent, nuanced actor, and in dramatic roles, he's actually quite good. And yeah, I think he's, not necessarily given a fair shake. But anyway, Rocky. So my wife and I saw Rocky the Musical on Broadway several years ago. Yeah, we just went, it was kind of like a last minute decision. I remember we were just like, we had some free time to kill, and I saw that Rocky the Musical was on Broadway. And if you buy what they call rush tickets, where they're basically last minute tickets for the shows that day, you can get them for a good discount. So we went to the box office and bought some tickets to Rocky and got them for a really cheap price. I forget what the heck it cost, but it was under $100 each. I think it was significantly less than that. Our seats were awesome. We were in the orchestra, and in New York, holy cow, what a show, man! Because Rocky the Musical could be a disaster. Let me point that out first of all. I meant to sound like Frankenstein the Musical or something, or God knows what. Transformers the Musical, like something that's bizarre. Really, Rocky could be god awful on stage. But Sylvester Stallone contributed to the adaptation of the show, and guess what? It's fantastic. The story translates perfectly, the characters are excellent, and the music is really good. There are some wonderful songs with really catchy hooks in Rocky the Musical. So we really enjoyed our time seeing it in New York. The production was spectacular. The stage came sliding out over the orchestra and spinning as the fighters are fighting. It was just elaborate. Now, of course, in Philadelphia, you can't necessarily expect all those Broadway bells and whistles, but to be able to see Rocky the Musical in Philadelphia is something special. So when I heard that it was coming to Walnut Street Theater, kicking off its 214th season, I'm like, we gotta go. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, as you can see from the room here, I'm in our son's nursery. He was born just a little over a month ago. We haven't really been out on like a date night since he's been born, and we haven't really spent a decent amount of time away from him since then either. So I said, let's go. This is a great opportunity to go out, have a good time, enjoy this musical that we already know we really love, and it just gives us an excuse to, not change diapers and constantly feed him. And it gave my dad an opportunity to babysit, so there you go. So anyway, she said, okay, fine, let's do it. So we went to go see Rocky last night, opening night at the Walnut Street Theater, and what a time it was. As expected, that production was just really, really great. It's just a knockout production by the Walnut Street Theater. The cast was phenomenal, with each member bringing a distinct and powerful voice to the dialogue and the music. Not just one or the other. You had Matthew Amira as Rocky, Gianna Yanelli as Adrian, and Nicholas Parker as Apollo. All three stole the show. Anyone who's a Rocky fan, that if you got to have a good Adrian, you got to have a good Rocky, and you got to have a good Apollo. Because, I mean, we're talking about three great actors in the movie. You know, Stallone, Talia Shire, and Carl Weathers. When you're seeing a musical, you know, the actors aren't going to look like carbon copies of the actors from the movie. They just need to kind of embody the spirit of those actors and those characters, and they absolutely do in this musical. You know, they did such a good job that I just easily suspended my disbelief and got wrapped up in that world of Rocky right away. And also being part of the crowd that goes wild for a set of stairs, you know, the Rocky steps, and Rocky drinking raw eggs and punching, you know, the slabs of meat is a hell of an experience. I mean, I got to tell you, when the first time I saw the musical in New York, and they show the stairs, you know, to the art museum, they basically have a staircase appear in the middle of the stage, and Rocky runs up them. But just the stairs being unveiled, people flipped out. There's a woo over stairs. It's the most absurd thing ever. You know, if you'd never seen the Rocky movie and you went to go see the musical, you'd be like, why the hell are these people cheering for a set of stairs? What is this? That's like cheering for a chair. But they do, because the stairs are just this symbol, this iconic symbol. And it was such a hot crowd in Philly. I mean, for this opening night, you know, people were hooting and hollering and whistling and cheering, and it just, that electricity just made the show that much more enjoyable, and it really brought things to a whole different level and really gave it a big fight feel, like we're literally at a fight at the Spectrum back in the day, 1975. Following the curtain call, my wife and I exited the building, stepping into a crisp fall evening here in Philly, and street musicians were skillfully playing Bill Conti's score to Rocky. It was just this great energy and excitement in the air, and everyone around us was just smiling, and they were just filled with the joy and the inspiration imbued in Rocky the Musical. I mean, this production was supposed to happen at the Walnut Street Theater 3 years ago, but, you know, COVID put those plans on the ropes. I'm thrilled that it finally saw the light of day, and that, you know, it was really worth the wait. And I'm glad that I could be part of opening night, because this musical, Rocky, the musical, is a top-rate contender, and it's the perfect way to kick off Walnut Street Theater's 214th season. If you are a fan of Rocky, buy tickets, go see it right away. If you're not a fan, but you just love a good love story or a good show, or you just want to go to a show so you can feel good. This crazy world we live in, you know, surrounded by all sorts of things that can bring us down. Going to see this musical is a great way to lift you up. And like I said, it's running from right now through October 30th. So you have until October 30th to see it. Buy your tickets right away. It's a packed house. I assume it's going to be packed for every single showing. Great show to see by yourself, with a friend, on a date, with the family. Really, it's a great show for everyone. I guarantee you're going to laugh, you're going to hum along, you're going to be tapping your foot, you're going to be singing the songs, and you're going to, hell, you might be punching the air by the time you get out of that building, because you're going to feel so good and so pumped up, because it really is just the perfect adaptation of a timeless story that just continues to inspire and fill people with positivity, joy, and all that good stuff. Rocky the Musical at the Walnut Street Theater. You should absolutely check it out. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure to like my video, subscribe to my channel, visit me, michaelcavacini.com. Hope you have a great day. Keep punching. Bye.